One is an idiot, it might be both of them.
Okay.
Shut up, dude.
Are we recording?
We're recording, it's a podcast. It's a podcast.
We're doing stuff.
The radio, man. That's what you're listening to.
Yeah, that's what got me. The almost jingle-esque way that you said that. I was like, "Whoa, are we? Is it go? Oh no, nothing.
Maybe, who knows in the future. You want to do any housekeeping?
Like what?
Like our producer has changed in some ways, but not changed
No, he
in
hasn't.
other ways.
No, he hasn't. Nah, they're just an entity.
Welcome to the show. Marilyn Monroe. Well, welcome. Thanks for coming along, bro. Thanks for doing this. What have you been up to?
Working hard out, but
Yeah.
just laughing a lot.
Yeah.
Lots of laughing at the news and cracking up at people. Shit's getting really, really funny.
Like what?
Just the world, the news. We can get straight into that more than like, how have you been?
We could do that.
Have you been good?
Thanks for asking, Elvis.
Before we just kick into this shit.
I've been writing songs, painting my house, brewing beer, fucking getting pumped up, working out, listening to Arnold Dix, bro. Not kidding.
I know.
Yeah, that's been pretty great.
It's yes, that's 100% on brand.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly
Yeah.
what
I fucking love it, man. He pumps me up so well. It's great. But what kind of news do you want to talk about?
I can go first with, I guess, bro Jordan's gone.
Biden's gone.
Bro Jordan's
Out of here, dude.
He's had to step down.
Yeah, bro.
Do you reckon it's a coup?
I think
Do you think he was sat down and been like, "We're taking the keys of the country off you, old man"?
they'd sat him down and took the keys off him. Yeah, something like that has happened. I think everyone agrees that an 80-year-old man can't be president.
I did like the idea that when he wakes up the next day and sees, the number one runner from the Democratic Party's dropped out. I think I'm in with a chance. And like he just forgets that it was him. And tries to, that would be great.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
I'm officially throwing my hat in the ring.
Yeah, I don't know if it's an age thing, but his whatever the fuck was going on was an issue. If it was age, yep.
That was an issue for a while, I think.
But I don't know. I think everybody's going to be like, it's because he was an old man, right?
Yeah.
Hey, it's because he's an old man, right? And then when you go, yeah, and you're like, Donald Trump's old too. And it's
He's
gotcha.
He's the same age, like, basically.
Have you seen Donald Trump play golf?
Why would I? No, I haven't seen that.
Unfortunately, he's amazing at it.
Okay.
I watched him play, I hit a ball and I was like, that's a fucking bad swing. But he fucking nailed it and then put his next one on the green and got an eagle, which is a pretty cool thing.
Okay.
He was playing with like one of the number one golfers in the world. They were hanging out and went for a game. And Trump just crushes this ball down the fairway and the dude's like, this is unbelievable. Like, how? I knew he played, but he's actually a gun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make him president then.
Totally.
Yeah.
They should do it. Base it off golf.
Yeah.
Hard. That cuts out a
golf
huge amount of
to
humans.
see who's in charge of the nuclear button.
Yep.
Hell
But
yeah.
see, this is what gets me too. Everyone keeps saying this. Isn't it like there's two buttons and they're far enough apart that you can't do it yourself?
It's all classified exactly how that part of it works. Some part of it's public, like the nuclear football. It's like turns out it's like a Denny's menu, like a laminated sheet of paper that's like, what do you think? Berlin, Moscow. These are the ones you can strike, and this is how many million people will die. You have 6 minutes.
Yeah, fuck off.
Oh yeah.
I don't think it's that. I don't know. I wouldn't.
But the other people like would have to push synchronized buttons or whatever procedures that
I
they
think if the
they have.
nuclear
I don't know.
bomb was the thing that we used almost 100 years ago, they've got to have a new thing now where like Iron Dome sort of tech where they'll just shoot anything out of the sky.
Now
No one can really shoot a nuke anymore.
do you know what's weird about that is there's treaties about how many of those you're allowed to have, like about how many counter missiles you can, like counter nukes you can have. They apparently have like a 50% success rate, but you're only allowed a handful of them. Can we have a fact check on this, Catherine Hepburn, Audrey, whatever your name is? Can you fact check this? How many are you allowed counter missiles for nukes?
Yeah.
You're only allowed like a dozen or something. It's fucked.
That's the Iron Dome is just that many things ready to fire, eh?
The Iron Dome is
Just-
counter missiles.
Yeah,
and,
it's like
that sort of stuff. Yeah,
like a shield of missiles.
yeah,
yeah.
I suppose. So they stop 99% of missile and rocket attacks into the terrorists. Pretty good.
It wouldn't surprise me though if everyone was like, around the year 2000 or some shit, and it's like, so did you know we've got this laser that shoots your nukes out of the air? And everyone's like, did you get that off this person?
Yeah.
Yeah, why? It's like, we all got it. Fuck. And they're just back to the drawing board. And then every 5 years, it's like, we've got a sonic death ray. And it's like, so do we. Like, that must be it.
They do have that kind of stuff.
At this point, it's like, well, we've got more nukes than you. It's like, does it matter? Are you fellas just... Like, it's like comical at this point. Like, you pull out a gun.
Yes,
you
it's
pull
comical.
out a bigger gun.
Bro, bigger gun.
Bigger gun.
It's cartoonish, yes.
That's it.
It's
no
cartoonish
threat.
to the point that when they try to solve the problem, they're like, if you guys build too much anti-nuke defenses, it's almost like you want the nuclear fight. And the whole point is to not have the nuclear fight, so you can't build countermeasures. Neither of us, okay? Deal? Deal.
It's so fucking bullshit.
Yeah, bro. So the bombs haven't gone off yet.
That's why I reckon, though, bro, being president can't be that close to making the world go into annihilation.
Yeah.
Like, Trump can't. He did it before. Like, he's already been president and he didn't blow anything up. But, you know what I mean? Like, maybe it's like, oh, here's your nuclear codes. And then you're like, one day.
Trump didn't blow anything up.
One day they're like, you're drunk in the Oval Office and everyone hates you. And you're like, oh, fuck these cunts. Hey, wait a minute. And you take it off and it's a calculator and it never ever accessed the nukes at all. It was a test. And if you do it as president, they're like, ha, you're out.
Yeah.
Yeah, did you push that red button, bro? And it's like, no. And they're like, it's actually like, if you push that, we notify you.
Yeah.
You're out.
That's actually good. I like that.
That would be way more funny, bro.
But then you have to have like a secret authority that supersedes the president that everybody votes for, which is kind of what people are fired up about.
Are we not calling
anyway.
it that? Are we not talking about that?
I don't know.
I thought that's where we were going with this.
Trump wouldn't push the button because his family's like exists.
Yeah.
I've seen people saying that Camels oughtn't be prime minister or whatever. Kamala Harris, I don't think people have been saying like that she shouldn't be the president because she doesn't have any children.
Yes, that cracked me up. There's heaps of reasons why she shouldn't be president, but I never thought of that.
They say it's because it means she has no skin in the game, so she can only act selfishly. And I do think that those people think that. I do think that those people can't conceptualize bettering humanity and not getting anything in return.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you guys can't imagine that, dude.
That's bang on for them.
Yeah. But also, if it doesn't have children and if the nuclear thing, I don't know. Make a really good point.
There's way too many easy ass jokes to make here. Like, are you gonna fire the nuclear codes?
I have to.
What's wrong? If you have to ask, I'm not going to tell you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like that sort of shit. Those jokes are right there.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, she locked up far too many people for weed for me to think she'll be a good
I mean,
president.
she enforced the laws of the country, which is her job.
Yep.
Like, yeah.
Ratchet. You should totally have a point to be like, hey, this is dumb.
Yeah, but then she wouldn't be president, or trying to be president or whatever. Yeah, bro, for sure.
And she's probably not gonna be.
No,
Did you
she
see
won't
their
be,
thing
for
to
sure.
be like, she's the fastest fundraiser overnight of
Dude,
this.
people are like, once she put her hat in the ring, they raised like $100 million in 24 hours. I'm like, that sounds like she incurred favors to 100 billionaires.
Yes, bro.
That's
all I heard.
Man, but it's the same thing with the Trump stuff. At least he's got some coming in from the mainstream, but then he's got like Peter Thiel and all these cunts like just at his house telling him what to do. Like they got this massive 700-page document for him to implement once he gets in. Because last time he wasn't really expecting to win. They kind of went in and they had no plan. Mm-hmm. And famously, Kushner asked departing White House staff, like, so who do we have to like how many people are leaving and what do we have to do? Like there was no plan, and the people they put in charge had never done it and hadn't even read about it, it turns out.
That's wonderful.
So this time they want to go in with a plan.
Mm-hmm.
So people, doesn't matter who, just regular people, have put forward this document, 700 pages of everything that's going to happen, of all the ways that They call him like a god emperor, right?
Yeah.
That's what this does. It hands power to corporations and to whoever the president is.
Yes.
Yeah. Good. More power for corporations. Just what Trump was elected on the first time.
That's what they're all elected on every time.
I don't know, bro. Like he was the anti-corruption guy.
Who do you think was no, he's just lied a different way.
Yeah.
They all lie. They're all shit. They're all paid off.
Okay.
Robin Williams made the joke they should be made to wear their fucking sponsors like a NASCAR
for
suit.
sure, dude.
That's a great fucking idea because they're all paid off. It's just his is a little bit in your face. It's yeah. I assume they're all just as fucked up, if not worse than him.
I get being pumped on your guy, but the he kind of went in as anti-corruption guy, even though that was fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
But he didn't do it, and in fact did the opposite. To then let him have another whack at it, to me is like, I don't know how.
I haven't heard enough fellas say
pumped to do that.
I haven't heard enough fellas say that it was either way. Like I don't know if it was good. I don't know if it was bad under Trump. I don't know. I can't tell. There's so many different spectrums of what life is. People who are obsessed on it being shit, it's shit. Yeah. If people are stoked on it, they're stoked on it.
Are you the secreting me right now, bro? Is this the secret?
Nah, it's just I don't think there's any way to win this. Yeah. And the fellas who are playing, it's like it's like wrestling and taking it seriously. It's like you really think John Cena is everything he portrays himself in the wrestling ring as
John
real.
Cena?
Yeah.
I don't know what he does in the wrestling ring.
Undertaker. Thinking that Undertaker's real. That's the same and like being like, fuck, we should cheer him on. Maybe he'll get up. That's all the politics is to me. It's the same shit. They're all
I like
fake.
the idea of him going about normal tasks but fully dressed as the Undertaker with the lighting and everything, but he's just doing the dishes.
They've made him do that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, they've totally made him do that. What other news have you got?
What else have I got? Winston said the word retard in the House. Winston Peters.
I'd phrase that slightly
in
different.
Parliament. He said it to
he called their question a retarded question, eh?
He said it was a retard comment, I think is what he said. And he said it to Debbie. It's like, ngā wera paka, ngā rewe. I get it fucked up. Yeah. She Auntie. Totally flubbed her repost and ended up being like, well, you're an old man, which let the speaker be like, you're not allowed to call him that. He had to withdraw. You both withdraw your comments. And she's like, I withdraw my comment when he's like, I withdraw my comment. Have you seen what is with that lady though? Can you please look up an interview? If you just search Jack Tame Debbie, look at the video, the interview with her. Of her stuff. What is that face she's making?
I don't know.
What is that? Like a cat toying with an injured mouse, bro. Like
yeah, bro. She knows what she's up to.
Yes,
it's hilarious, bro. This is tying into one of mine was that actors like telling Healthy NZ to ditch the karakias.
Yeah,
and I'm like all for it.
Sure.
Get rid of all this imaginary shit.
Press, yeah.
I don't want any of them. I don't care what color they are.
Sure.
Yeah, get rid of them. They shouldn't be doing them. Yep. And they should start.
If you can stay logically consistent for long enough to not put Christian prayers in the place, we're okay.
Yeah, like Parliament.
Yeah.
How they open it with prayer.
Didn't they just ditch that, or were they about to and didn't?
It's just really short now. Oh, yeah. I'm like, yeah. That's
dear God, yada yada. All right, on to being poor illegal.
Yeah. Every man is created equal. You know what we mean. Mm-hmm. Tosh said that one. But did you see today with there's that I can't remember her full name. She's a young Māori chick who's in the Māori party.
Okay.
And it's like Hannah someone.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Hannah, yeah.
You know that one.
Hanna-Barbera.
That'll do.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she's just reading her speech off her laptop.
Sure.
And national dude's like, point of order, you're not allowed to have like branding or political motivations or advertisements on any
And you
equipment.
can see the Sony on her laptop or whatever.
She's got Māori on her, a sticker that
Māori.
says Māori. It doesn't say Māori Party, it doesn't say nothing, it just says Māori. And he's like, yeah, you've said we can't do this. And she's like, real confused about what's going on, and then they cover it like, okay, sorry, and Raori's just, old cowboy Raori, he's just like, no, it just moves it. It just says Māori, and he points it out, and he's like, the ACT guy's wearing a lapel pin for his own party. Does he have to take that off?
Why is that different?
And then someone else on the other side is like, point of order, I'm wearing a rainbow one. Like, do I have to take this off? And they all start taking the piss out of it.
Right.
Yeah, and then Auntie Debbie stands up, bro, and she's like, yep, the lapel pin, can't be having that. And also, seeing its branding, you fellas can't wear blue suits. Because that's associated with your brand. And they're all just like...
Well, it's a good thing we don't have any social or economic problems,
It was pointed out, though, of like, you fellas have stopped this young girl's speech because of... this, like, you've just found any reason to jump on it, and now you look like a clown, and the entire place just started ripping on it. Very circus-like, and I don't know, but it sort of backs my point up of, see, it's wrestling, it's all shit.
I don't know,
it's all shit. None of it's real.
Also, it's a job. And like at a certain point of doing a job, even with like antagonists on the other side,
somebody says some racist shit at each other.
Sometimes, bro.
Or the old fella says retard at the staff meeting.
Yeah, bro. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, bro. That's what's going on.
I'm not saying that's good either.
I'm not saying it's good, but you can laugh at what it is.
Sure.
It's a fucking circus.
It's been pretty circusy,
bro. To do that of like, excuse me, miss, she's doing a speech and the thing on her laptop is breaking one of our rules.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, nah, it's not breaking one of the rules, but it makes you look like a dickhead. Like, straight away, that just points out, you're a fucking cunt.
Sure.
You're just trying to fuck with it.
So there's a job in Parliament, the Speaker of the House. And that's who's supposed... Yeah, it's fucking Grimace, right? It's the...
Oh, no, sorry.
It's when he was he Minister of Defence or Minister of Security? He was some kind of minister, and he just had security.
When I watched it today, it was your mate from the car boot sale.
What?
Yeah. What's that guy's name? Remember? And you
from the car boot sale? Is he an old brown Bentley leathery tool?
Huh?
I don't know.
Fuck's sake, that got me. No, he's a politician, local, like a Hardia Valley one.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
No,
he walks around with us, not Jesus.
Yes,
he walks around
careful.
with a differently abled gentleman that he lets kick cars and stuff. Greg O'Connor.
Smeg O'Connor.
Smeg O'Connor. Yeah, I met Smeg O'Connor, and he turns out there's not much going on, dude.
He was Speaker of the House.
Yeah, really? When?
Today, when I watched them fight.
Greg O'Connor won.
When I watched them fight about the laptop thingy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so of course he didn't know the fucking rules.
He was trying
to kick cars in public.
He was trying his hardest, but like, yeah.
So they acted up while the substitute teacher was there, bro.
That's
what it is.
Yeah, pretty much. That's why I was using that. Oh, miss, this happened.
Yeah.
Fucking so stupid.
I watched a hummus video this week.
Like chickpea?
No, the tunneling guys that Israel's all mad at hummus.
Yes. No.
Did you see that hummus video, bro? There's a hummus video this week, and it was a hummus fighter talking in Arabic or whatever they speak, and it was translated, and it was like, it's bullshit that Paris is hosting the Olympic Games. If you guys shouldn't be doing sports with them. I don't know why this is the video, but this is the video they're making, that you guys shouldn't be doing sports with them. If you send a synchronized swim team there, we will be so fucking pissed. And I was watching this like, what? And then he's like, look, I killed this girl, and he holds up a fucking girl's head. I was like, whoa! That was the video. It was like, you guys shouldn't be doing the Olympics in France, and holds up a human head.
Holy
whoa!
Fuck!
Yeah, bro.
We might need to take a break now.
I know exactly how to bring it back in. All right, we can take a break.
Yeah.
Can you pause it for us? Good sir. Kind sir. Well. Yes. Back we are.
Mr. Beast.
What about him? What did Mr. Beast do?
Lost his buddy.
His
buddy was being pretty naughty.
Would you say that he was being
disrespectful? It's 100%. That's it from now on, bro.
He's been a bit disrespectful.
But no,
in the DMs,
you have to
bro.
pause. You have to pause. You've got to be like, do you think he was being a bit disrespectful?
Yeah. He so Mr. Beast ditched that person for the same reason that he initially held on to that person.
What?
Subscribers.
Oh, of course.
They would have done the math and been like, if I stand by this person, I stand to lose fewer subscribers than if I
he's
throw
a
that
machine.
person under the bus.
He's a machine.
Yeah, and now he's done that same math and been like, bye.
Don't forget to like and subscribe on the way
out. Do you know the person that he allegedly groomed has come forward and was like, I wasn't groomed?
Yeah. Yes, I have.
Which is an interesting
difference to the doctor one.
It's different in that way.
It's different in that way.
Yeah. No, but also if you were successfully groomed, you would maintain that you weren't groomed. Right?
That's one way to put it.
I mean, it's a way to think about it, not necessarily one that I subscribe to, but a way to think about it. He says he met him during a Mr. Beast video when he was 13
with his family.
That that he met him after that one time, but with his family.
Yeah.
And that there was like jokes that had some kind of sexual nature.
Just
occasionally,
because people. Turns out they're both terrible people.
You shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't be sending sexual jokes to 13-year-olds, bro. Don't do that.
Happens.
Yeah,
apparently.
Now this is such a. I'm so conflicted because I'm pro-trans, but this is real bad. You can't be doing this. But I've been applying these very harsh standards to people, and I feel like I need to do it fairly.
I think everyone has to.
Yeah. So we talked about like if somebody's very homophobic, is it then appropriate to call them a homophobic slur? Because that's what's really going to bother them, right?
Yeah.
I guess weaponizing something that they use to hurt other people. I don't know. And I don't even know if that's right or not, but I know it's something we've talked about.
Yes.
In this same way, do we have to keep correctly gendering this person? Well, who are they called?
Chris?
Ava? Tyson is the last name.
Tyson's the last name.
It was Chris and is now Ava. But
I
in that
thought you were
way,
meaning, don't you have to? You wouldn't. Aren't you saying you just not
like?
acknowledge?
Do we not have to? We don't have to show you respect anymore because you were messaging sexual jokes to a 13-year-old. Like, so now
is that how that works?
That's what I don't know. My instinct is not to call the person male pronouns. But my instinct to call a homophobic person a homophobic slur, that instinct exists, even if I don't act on it.
I just don't know what we do. Like, I don't know them. I don't watch Mr. Beast. I think it's ratchet you did this thing. What'd you do? I quit. Fair enough.
Right.
Move the fuck on.
Yeah.
Back to Dr. Disrespect, you evil piece of shit. Yeah, like, I don't get it. It's like, what more do you want? They lost the job.
Yeah.
Do we stop now? Do we have to then completely dehumanize them? I don't know. I'm asking.
No, I don't know either.
Yeah, whatever way we choose,
should, dude. I don't
whatever
know.
way they choose, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Let's be mean. Okay.
Sure.
I'm not
mean
going
to the person.
Yeah, you're going to. They're already doing that.
Yeah.
Like the Tadies and the Sneakos are like, fucking told ya.
Of course
told
they are.
ya. And it's like, oh, shut up.
You know how I said that all trans people are pedophiles? Look, this one maybe is.
Yeah. And,
okay.
And the kid's like, no. And they're like, groomed successfully.
Yeah.
And you're like, what the? You've made your mind up. There's nothing to be done here. Yeah, they're crazy people.
It's another one of these like confluence of hot button issues, right?
See, it's real weird too, though, because like, hey, check out this this one trans person, who has this situation. Therefore, all of our claims against trans people are right, and we can say whatever we want. And they're like, no, that's not how it works. And these fellas usually are Christians, and the part I really enjoy is, well.
So, hey, you're saying if one of them is, right?
If one of these guys is a thing, we can say all of them are.
Yeah.
What if like heaps of them are?
Yeah.
What do you do then?
What if when they find out, instead of bringing them forward, they shuffle them round to other places? What then?
What if there was a new national disgrace discovered due to a report which weighs 14 kilos, Luxon, and it ends up costing, what do they work out? The socio-economic cost of damage done to sexual abuse victims in the care of state institutes and faith-based institutes since 1958 to 2019 amounts to about $219 billion fucking dollars.
What is that figure? What is that? What is that figure?
Bro, scary.
Is that how much they're going to give them? What is that figure?
They reckon like from...
But that's what it's worth.
That's what all of the damage and all of the like...
So if this hadn't happened to them, there'd be $219 billion more dollars in the green column of the government's books.
Apparently,
is that it?
Apparently.
What a fucking bizarre way to look at it.
Exactly. But I think the only way to get...
If they said that, that's how much money they should have to give them.
The people they're talking to, I think, only respond in numbers.
Yeah.
So they instead of being like, hey, this is horrific and there's nothing we can do about it. We've got unmarked graves. We've got medical, physical, emotional, sexual, and medicinal abuse. And
language abuse.
Yeah.
Whole new kind.
Yeah. And here's 143 recommendations we think you should do and take on board in order to rectify any of fucking this. This is a national disgrace. You should all be ashamed. And we got in touch with the Pope. They're asking the Pope and the Archbishop of Canterbury and the Crown and the government of New Zealand to apologise for all of the terrible shit they've done. Bro, this shit rolls into like helping create the gangs.
Just the mongrel mob comes from this.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And how their numbers would have just exploded over the years directly because of this shit. And I think about it, and like 200,000 people is a lot of people. And that's the ones they have in the report. That's not all of them.
No, it won't be all of them.
So you're either related to a victim or a predator.
Yeah.
And you should look and you should find out. And you should fucking shame your bloodline if it turns out you have harbored one of these cunts.
I agree.
And someone said to me the other day, well, there are good ones. And I'm like, get fucked.
Good ones
there
are fucking what?
Get fucked there are. You either knew and did nothing or knew and helped. Like hide it or whatever. So fuck them. Fuck all of you.
Yeah.
I take back my apology about calling churches rape huts now, because it turns out it wasn't the church. You fellas just did it at this other place. They gave you money to run.
Yeah.
It's like, if you think about it in like a fucking movie, like a science fiction sort of movie, where this colonizing empire would shift the worst person they could find off to this small little part of the world to set this crazy shit up, then influence the government to a point. Because state-based and faith-based,
well, they lumped them together. They were supposed to be separate inquiries so we could see who did what. Yeah. But they lumped them all together.
Yeah, but so did the country at the time.
Yeah,
at the time.
Fair. Okay.
Everybody in it was very, very married up. And this country was based like, we're a Christian fucking nation. Yeah, well, it turns out you fellas are pieces of shit.
They were based?
Based as. Yep. Fuck them, man. I'm so fucked off about it, and I'm so glad that this report has come out.
Yeah.
And I hope they take every fucking single letter of that to the fucking full extent they can.
Yeah.
There's so many people. And the first thing I heard on radio talkback afterwards was my mate, fucking Helen de Porpoise, talking about, well, do the victims really want, like, prosecution now? It's like, half of you fuckers are dead. Half of the cunts that were doing this terrible shit. Like, it gets so, like, what's my band Infinite Annihilator. Infinite Annihilator is a really awesome technical death metal band that is just a fucking imaginary, crazy shit scenario in their lyrics and their songs. And they're terrible. It's like a horror movie times 12.
Yeah.
This shit is almost on par with the crazy shit in imaginary death metal songs. Like, beating deaf kids because they were trying to use sign language.
Yeah, bro.
Injecting people with chemicals as punishment.
Yeah.
Like, it just gets so much worse.
Beating the reo out of people.
Dude. Like, just fucking injecting kids because they didn't listen to you. Smashing fucking, like, it's sickening.
I've deliberately not looked at it because you told me.
It's that brutal.
Yeah.
And it just gets worse and worse.
And
and
there was some bits I couldn't escape. Sorry.
No, it's all good. There's just the thing that I want people to know is in the lead up to making this report.
Yeah.
They've had to go and get like fucking super big time gangster motherfuckers who have since tried to turn their shit around and say like, we need you to report on this.
Yeah.
So there is some crazy testimonies you can look up and read and watch and listen to. And these big dudes are just pouring their hearts out about how they've got fellas that they were friends with who got taken off. and never came back. And now they've got evidence of unmarked graves all over the place. Now, I fucked
I
up.
didn't know that
and
unmarked grave thing, bro. That's wild.
yeah, and the most crazy shit about this to me is that Canada has the same fucking thing.
Yeah, I
For
did
the
know
First
about
Nation
Canada.
guys.
Yeah, bro.
And
Same
it's-
like missionaries and...
Yeah, bro,
bro.
yeah. And they're finding these schools with like fucking unmarked mass graves.
Yeah,
and,
bro.
well, they reckon we've got a very, very terrible history similar to that.
Yeah.
And it's fucking outrageous. And to have the audacity of these fucking Christian dickheads who think because they got an imaginary friend that lets them off shit on a Sunday because they said some words,
Yeah.
have taken a like, what is it? Yeah, 1959 to 2019. Get fucked. That long for this shit to come out?
Yeah.
Fuck all of yous. This isn't fair. Like,
it's
the
not
stuff that goes on anyway isn't fair. And this stuff that's happening now is fucking just outrageous that it's taken this long. And they're having trouble reading it because it's 14 kilos. I've never heard of a fucking book being measured in kilos in my fucking life.
No, I think Tolkien's Silmarillion might have been delivered in a wheelbarrow.
Yeah. But that's that guy. He made a language and then was like, fuck, I better write a book to make sure this makes sense.
Yeah, I bet him molest 200,000 children. Document the whole thing. For the Presbyterians, and I heard today that the Presbyterians destroyed a bunch of their records, and I heard previously a few years ago that the Jehovah's Witnesses had done the same thing.
Yep.
Destroyed all their records so that they couldn't be
fucking know
held
what
to
was
account for
coming.
this. Those people need to go to jail.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what else you're supposed to do about that. They destroyed... We were like, hey, were you guys abusing children? And they turned around and destroyed their records. How can they not go to jail for that?
Yeah. This is what I mean, bro. This is fucking, fuck Trump getting shot and all that crazy shit.
Yeah.
This is our fucking historical event.
Yeah.
Why the fuck aren't we addressing how many of us were at school and got yelled at because we wanted to ask questions about Jesus? If we were fucking 40 years before that, bro, they would have fucking kicked the shit out of us for asking that question.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourselves. Fuck all of yous and fuck anybody that believes in any imaginary cunt. The next time I see somebody who says they are, I'm going to ask how much money they donate to pedophiles and rapists. How should Koro? Ask him about Lake Alice. Like, fucking make it uncomfortable.
Yeah.
All these people, they make people in America make jokes about like going home for Thanksgiving and ruining it.
Okay.
Fuck it. Do it on a Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, bring this shit up. I want to fucking see some fucking shit go down. Everybody mad as that their kid has green hair and might like girls, and it's a daughter, so you got to hate your daughter. And the whole time you've got this fucking terrible bloodline of shit. How many times does that happen? I bet it happens way more than we think. How many people have just been fucking ostracized from their family because they don't believe in a certain way, and yet they're probably associated with some terrible fucking thing that they think they got away with.
People I know are in that exact situation.
I know heaps of them, bro. Yeah, it's fucking ratchet.
That's pretty ratchet.
Sorry to buzz everyone down on that one, but tell your friends, tell your parents, ask your nan about it. If Kuddle's gone, she might open up.
Fuck.
Go for it.
Yeah. I mean, it's real. It happened. It's pretty
kind of
up.
explains like the giant element of like real crazy fucking death metal and black metal that comes out of New Zealand when it's like, didn't really think there was that much going on. But oh no, these cunts have been terrible pieces of shit the entire time and fucking everything up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking ratchet, bro. There's so many generations and generations of fellas that have been fucked over because of this fucking church. And the fucking, we got special friends and special fucking, we can pray and shit happens. And none of it works. And they've got this fucking graveyard skeletons in the closet. I'm so fucking mad about it. And I'm having real fun. So if I run into any of you cunts in public, you can get it.
Oh, shit.
I'm fucking bringing it.
Yo, I feel the same way. Like there's big parts of my family, my extended family, that I just don't want to be around.
I have somebody
for that reason.
I have a very, very, very humongous figurehead in my family who went through it.
Right.
And won't say shit. Doesn't care.
Yeah.
Fuck yous. I'm fine. And that fucking is always, I've been like, I hope this comes out one day. There's got to be something. There's got to be something. So I'm fucking glad it's finally happened, but they better do something about it. Or I'll be the fucking cunt on the steps of the beehive lighting myself on fire.
Yeah. Well, look, speaking of doing stuff about things.
This is about planes, isn't
It's
it?
boring news, bro.
Fuck, I knew it.
Do you want a buffer? Do you want something else in between that?
Just fucking go.
The independent monitor, to which Boeing will now have to submit, will be chosen by Boeing. The independent monitor to oversee Boeing's improvement in safety procedures will be chosen by Boeing. So what they do, not technically. What they do is they select a pool of people and they tell the Department of Justice, okay, pick one of these.
You can choose Bill Owen, or you can choose Brian O.
Fuck good kid. So during there's a few things here. During the DOJ is asking for annual reports. So they killed 346 people, and they're like every 12 months.
Isn't it
346, I think.
48.
I don't know anymore.
48.
I think I've said that, but I'm not sure anymore.
The other two guys. Okay. If it's 346 from the plane, and then there was our mate in the car.
I see what you're saying.
Guy. Yeah.
So
boing.
They make they choose the pool of independent monitors, and then they only have to report once every 12 months, which is not enough. They also their lawyers argued in court that the families of the 346 people killed shouldn't count as victims. I found a quote from the Pentagon saying that they were, quote, unaffected, end quote. So the Pentagon, who's not allowed to buy stuff from Boeing anymore, has said publicly they're unaffected by it.
That's because
it doesn't change
because
they signed their little
once something crashes, it's no longer what it was.
Yeah.
So plane, not a plane.
Check this out.
Unaffected by the plane.
You remember how bank bailouts work? Because, I mean, if you get right down to it, none of your fucking money actually exists. But at the level above that, right, banks are too big to fail. So their greed and mistakes are covered and in some cases rewarded, you know. That's kind of how this is. Boeing's too big to really get in trouble for killing 348 people.
That's the whole reason we report on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
You just really like planes, eh?
No, bro. I'm fascinated by all forms of corruption and like...
that's what it really is.
It's interesting to me that that a few people who just want a little bit more return on investment can set this chain of motion. Can set these events.
Aren't we at the point though that most of these followers are probably like second generation or legacy types who own these corporations?
The CEOs and such.
Yeah.
No, it's closer to it's like groups of hedge funds and special interests.
Yeah. So it's all, but it's all probably the elites, for lack of a better term. Like it's all a group of fellas. Like I'm not saying the elites that run everything, just elite sort of billionaire hedge fund guys.
It gets
they
tricky
have
here.
Their own community.
Yeah, it gets tricky here because there's some evidence for some collusion between very wealthy people. It'd be insane to think that they're not running their own little circles and schemes and stuff among the ultra wealthy. Of course that's fucking happening.
I bet these fellas went from I bet you I can hit a golf ball further than you. And over there all the years, it's reckon I can
get Boeing to 20% over.
Yeah. Reckon I can get Apple over this. Yeah. Reckon I can. I bet you can't. I want in on that action, and then it just grows and grows. Because even on Wall Street and stocks and shit, like puts and shorts and all that, can't people then make them off the original one? Like if somebody, say me and you do a stock deal, someone else Dylan can fucking call his friend and get in touch with the producer Marilyn and say, see what I did, and then they can put a bet on what we're doing. And then someone can put a bet on what he's doing, and it can go on forever.
I don't know that, but it scans with how I understand the stock market to work. If I was more of a risk-taking individual, I would be shorting AI now. I'm not going to gamble in the stock market because it's gambling, but if I were to, that's what I would short now.
Did we talk about the Austin Wealth Collective last week?
I don't think so. What's that?
The guys that BlackRock own. And the
BlackRock owns 12% of everything.
Yeah, well, the day before...
look it up. Look it up.
Oh,
I'm not joking.
Yeah, that's 100% real. BlackRock and Vanguard, and what was the other one?
No, there is another one, but between them, they 25% of everything, and not just like Apple. It's everything. Apple, IBM, Microsoft, everything, every part of everything and each other.
Yeah, well,
it's fucking filthy.
So the day before the Trump assassination, this place shorted $12 million stock options.
You did say that. I just don't think you said the.
No, that was the company. Yeah. We did talk about this, eh?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and that's who it was. Yeah, Austin Wealth Collective.
Yeah.
So there is groups of these cunts just trying to pull shit off.
I suppose. Yeah.
It's so funny that there's no bad guy and everyone's trying to beat him.
There are bad guys, bro.
No, like a super fucking dark crystal cunt sitting on the mountain. Everyone has to kill babies for. Like, there's no Illuminati top of the pyramid.
What about have babies for?
At this point.
Elon Musk, then.
Well, you got to feel sorry for Elon Musk. Remember? Did you see him talk to Jordo?
I couldn't bring myself to watch it in the end, bro. I know that he's donating $45 million per month to Trump PACs, like political action committees.
Papa Tendo said.
Now, he said in March he wouldn't donate to either, but who cares, right?
Papa Tendo posted a thing today finding out there's all these different people on Twitter who have complete freedom. They have no censorship. They can say whatever the fuck, including banned words.
You're not allowed to say cisgender.
Bro, this list of fellas can say whatever the fuck they want. And if you post that image, you'll get banned.
The image of Elon and
of this list. No, dude.
Oh, that does get you banned.
Papa Tendo put this thing up, and it says these fellas. There's a list of fellas and fellises who can say whatever the fuck they want and will not get affected by.
Give me an example. Who?
I don't know any of them. They didn't have the list, but they're all right leaning. And if you post it on Twitter, you'll get banned.
Okay.
And this is from Papa Tendo. I was like, I don't know what to make of this because fucking everybody posts weird shit.
Papa Tendo has no idea at what level of satire they are operating at any time. Yeah.
That's why I'm like, this is dangerous. I don't know which way to take this.
Love you, Papa. What the fuck is that?
Small bird.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't matter what Elon Musk said in March, right? Doesn't matter.
Nothing Elon Musk does matter.
No, he said in 2016 that the date to get to Mars was 2023. Now he says it's 2030.
And he's going to change it again when he gets
Isn't that wild?
No,
almost like it's almost like just a believable amount of time away all the time.
I think most of the planet has just been like, okay, bro.
Yeah.
Anytime he does anything.
So he warned
You're
about
the only fella being like, what the fuck? And the rest of us are like, what? What's wrong? And you're like, this. And we're like, yeah.
You won't care until someone you know is negatively affected, I think. But you can see this coming a fucking mile away, bro.
What negative effect is this going to have?
I don't know what scale it's going to reach, but people are going to die in the Neuralink trials, for sure.
Yeah, we've been over this, yeah.
Yeah. He warned about how dangerous AI is, and then the next week he started an AI company.
Yes.
Okay. Do you remember what it was before AI?
That he was into?
No, like the tech buzz before AI. Do you remember what the scam before AI was? Machine learning, dude. They told you that the social media and websites were going to use machine learning to understand what you were doing and auto ban people, and it turned out to just be fucking people. Hey, and at the time when it first showed up, they were like, it uses machine learning to determine if people are making bannable offenses.
We already determined that AI stands for actually Indians.
Yes, I don't know if this was Indian specifically, but it was people. But at the time, I remember thinking like, okay.
Can I get a beer?
So if I type a bad word, but I use numbers instead of some of the letters, does it know I'm doing that? Or does someone need to input it manually? Okay, so the machine's not learning, is it? Like, that's what I thought at the time. Whatever. But that had a branding problem, I think. So, it feels to me like the tech bros instead made a text generator, pretended they were afraid of it, and told everyone they could have it in their pocket like a little pet. Like like a little pet puppy that you can talk to that'll always be nice. Oh, also, guys, if it gets any more powerful than this, it's a threat to all humanity. Yeah, so it's like it's just a cool little puppy that's extremely dangerous and powerful. It's telling people to put glue on pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't think, right? Like, I thought I understood how it worked, and I looked it up before this conversation. I looked it up to see if that was right. What I found was just puff pieces saying how fucking great it was and explaining that it could do things that it cannot do, at least not reliably. If I asked you how this beer works, what would you say?
Well.
Okay. What you wouldn't say is it's game-changing. It makes you feel excited. Its applications include social engagements and solar relaxation.
If you ask me in like 4 more.
Many companies are excited to be moving into the beer space. That's what I'm telling you, bro. Like,
yeah,
okay, homie, that's a scam. Like,
hard, I'm a scam.
Yeah. The simple and true answer is it kind of gives you an endorphin rush and puts the front of your brain to sleep a little bit.
Jared.
Yeah. Like, whatever. Large language models, the AI that we talk about, like GPT and shit that they pretend they're afraid of.
Yeah.
It learns statistical relationships from text. It can be used for text generation. That's it. It uses statistical probability of relationships between words, input words and words that it already has, and it predicts the next word or token in the sentence. That's what it does. That's what they're pretending to be afraid of. Mm-hmm. That's why if I was a gambling man, I would short the stock. That's all.
Fair enough.
I think if the people who...
I'm impressed.
The people who know how it works are pretending to be afraid of it, and the tech bros don't care, and the hedge fund managers don't care. We are the ones who are going to suffer when this... You know about like the .com burst anything? What the fuck? Who cares? Whatever. It's all happening again, bro. It's funny to me to see like, oh, we're doing satanic panic. We're fucking doing .com? Like, whatever. Like, over-leveraging and shit that isn't useful yet.
Yeah, it's almost like when Stranger Things happens, it all just started again.
Yeah. Look, it'd be nice to blame those kids, but... what do you think AI is for?
What is AI for?
What do you think it's for?
Nothing.
Yeah.
It's lazy. People who do IT are inherent in choosing... or finding the easiest way to do a task. Yeah. So they don't have to move. Yeah. That's their goal. They're like the opposite abilities.
Watching IT guys work is amazing, dude.
Yeah, dude. They're full of shit. And you can get them to do anything and they'll turn it into a fucking 4-hour thing and then bill you for fucking
Yeah. They'll sit there and just like reinstall Windows on your computer and sit there for 90 minutes and dick around on their phone.
Yeah. Usually with some sort of oral fixation, bro, like a lollipop or a vape or something they have to keep in there, bro, while they pull out their $8,000 laptop and download the latest Unreal Engine. And you're just sitting there like, is my 98 working?
You fucking playing Among Us, dude?
Yeah, bro. Yes, they inherently work out the laziest way to do it. And so what is AI? It's a fucking IT guy being like, I don't have to answer any of these fucking questions anymore. Hey.
Well, shit. Does that mean you just started recording?
No, it's when I was moving back over it.
Oh!
It taps harder.
Should we take a break and check our status?
Right
it's
now
an emergency DEFCON 3.
Oh my god, what's happening?
In the beginning, some believed they would have a better chance on the surface.
I can explain everything.
Don't.
Maybe they did for a while.
You can, I guess. Is it going to make it worse or better? I don't know at this point.
Ain't a single soul ever come back after going skyward. And for some of us, the tunnels are all we've ever known. Tunnel talk.
Tunnel talk, ladies and gentlemen.
In case you wondered what it was.
Now you know. I hope you're in the mood.
You fucking better be.
What kind of gazing you been doing this week, bro?
Fuck all.
I've been up to some interesting shit. I heard about something called nuclear TBMs, which are, well, they don't exist, but the idea is But the idea is
sci-fi tunnels don't count.
they're part of a conspiracy theory. Of like, bro, where you could make a nuclear TBM that essentially can swim through rock because it's so powerful.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't
Like
exist,
Pokemon.
but it's. I don't know. It's cool. It's cool to think about.
You just realize you're doing science fiction tunnels now, don't you?
Yeah, kind of. Some people have proved parts of it as being feasible, at least in terms of using lasers to melt and disrupt rock rather
finally
than
gonna have to
conventional
tell you.
like cutter heads.
You know how I always drop doing references?
I don't know. I haven't seen Dune, so I don't always know when you're doing it.
In June, they have to go to this planet.
Dune.
And there's natives there. But they live in the desert and survive through a vast network of tunnels. There's water and shit in the tunnels, and they have like... Apparently there's like tens of thousands in one. But there's over 1 million of these all across the desert, and no one knows about them. It's awesome. These guns have lived for millennia in the desert. In tunnels. Cool.
Okay, you're telling me there's a cool tunnel-dwelling society in the movie?
Yes.
Okay, I'll check it out.
And there's giant worms that just
that much I know.
tunnel through everything created. Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, creating the spice in the land or something like that, right?
Oh yeah, spice is like a drug that is in the place.
Yeah, bro.
I don't know. It's got Timothy Dyer, the champagne guy.
Yeah. Shamalama Ding Dong.
Yeah. Nah, it's the Royal Charlemagne.
Tim Houthi.
Yeah, Tim Houthi Charlemagne.
This is getting out of control.
This is great. Yeah. Sorry. In the movie, there's heaps and heaps and heaps of tunnels.
Yeah. Okay, I'll check it out. This is an aside, but this week I'd split my lip trying to do an impression of Kimberly Guilfoyle. Did you see that lady? Like, hey, here's my Kimberly Guilfoyle. That's dangerous to America.
You look like that fish that's come up too fast.
Yeah, bro. That's wild. I don't know if you can get Kimberly Guilfoyle.
What about Matt Gates' eyebrows being all like, like,
yeah.
Not him.
Let's get anime, dude.
Just his eyebrows.
You got a CIA guy as Trump's running mate, bro. Let's get anime.
Is JD Vance a CIA guy?
Okay, yeah.
Wicked.
I mean,
I know nothing of this.
He's at best in Peter Thiel's pocket and running with Trump. Like, what do you want?
I seen there's a movie about him called Hillbilly Elegy about his crack addict mum or something.
Yeah, because he grew up poor, but now he works for the CIA.
The story of Lex Friedman. I mean, J.D. Vance.
Did you see Lex Friedman posting on Twitter? That guy Destiny retweeted him because
Destiny's Child. He's awesome.
Destiny's Child, bro.
Oh, he's a survivor.
Fucking Lex Friedman was like, whatever. It's bullshit that Kamala Harris is just being pushed to the front.
Yep.
This guy retweets him going, I'm not sure when this guy ever tweeted about Trump's tax returns or like a bunch of stuff that whatever. But the Lex's response was like, I'm sorry you felt the need to attack my character like this. You can always reach out to me privately. I'm very wounded, brother. I'll continue to try to learn from you. Like, that's not how people talk to each other, dude.
No.
This is more robot shit.
In their world, bro, that was a punch up.
I guess.
Yeah, bro.
In Lex's world it was, because he's a weird robot.
Yeah. Well, Destiny's just the like... You remember those movies?
He's an inflammatory guy.
He's a robot, though. It's like in the movies,
like a debating robot.
In the movies, you've always got the like Lex Friedman that is here to just help people learn, and then there's the like
conversations.
Yeah, and then there's the goofy over the top robot that doesn't even understand what you're trying to say, and it's just that's the Destiny. That's the Destiny bot. Yeah, it's the funny comic relief robot.
Yeah, bro.
It's like C-3PO,
it's like Valium and Adderall.
Yeah. That. There you go.
Tunnel talk, everybody. Tunnels on the moon. Check this out, bro. Do you know they're talking about tunnels on the moon?
I remember talking about trains on the moon, but keep going.
tunnels on the moon, dude. Temperatures there go from like plus 130 to minus 130 or whatever, and there's a constant risk of meteorites. Like there's all kinds of problems. There are pits there, and supposedly connected. They re-examined old data, and were like, no, there's like lava tube tunnels on the moon, and you can use those like rather than having to erect shelter. We could be setting up in the tunnels that are already on the moon.
And this isn't sci-fi.
Fucking love the idea that we might be heading out to the vast reaches of outer space, and our very first like priming step of it is tunnels. Before we go to the vast emptiness, we dig in the cool deep, dude.
Oh shit, I see what you mean.
Yeah, that's how I split my lip trying to do that. Can you put up a video of her talking? I know we won't be able to hear it, but her mouth looks fucking wild, man.
That's so fucking funny.
Yeah,
Dude,
whatever.
What? There's lava tunnels on the moon?
Supposedly.
From? Don't say lava.
Well, what do you want me to say?
Volcanoes. How else do you get lava?
Orthodox Jews. No, for the tunnels, not the lava part.
There's Orthodox Jews on the
There
moon?
was a time when the working theory on
a meteorite hits.
No, it would be about the formation of the moon. When the Earth was still very hot, it was supposedly hit by another body, and that like kind of slung off and became the moon. Like it's got some Earth parts. I believe that's the theory. This could be way off, but I think that's right. So at a time, it was also
serious?
like super hot and like may have had a molten core or whatever.
What? So like, when something would have hit us,
Can you fact check that?
when something hit
Hell
us, it probably would have like hit and rolled and taken out all sorts of dents, eh? And all that debris formed, and then a gravitational pull turned it into a ball, and that's what the moon is.
No, it's more like a
Massive chunk just came off,
like
like the Pacific Ocean.
Like it got hit and it fractured, and it's not clear whether.
But then how did they both return to ball state?
That's gravity over time.
Yeah, that's what I was meaning. Yeah. What?
Or,
so like
or a
the
hoax. Oh yeah. Can we see this lady's mouth moving, dude?
She actually looks like Kim Kardashian.
Wild-looking person.
No, she just looks like Black Hole Sun Kim Kardashian, eh?
Yeah.
Like a cartoonish version of a cartoonish person.
Yeah. Do you remember that Bill Burr joke? Like, would you rather be 50 and look 50, or would you rather be 50 and look like a 28-year-old lizard?
Yeah.
That's fucking wild, man.
That's crazy. No wonder they hurt your face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm stuck on the tunnels on the moon.
Tunnels on the moon, bro. This is tunnel talk.
But like, if
this solves like amazing amounts of problems, especially if you don't have to dig the tunnels yourself. If they're already there and you've just got to like seal them in.
Would you live on the moon?
No.
I think they'd have to send like 500,000 people before I went.
Here, there's like Wi-Fi, ice cream, pornography, whatever you want. Like, I'm not going to the moon. No. Yeah.
They should send, because isolation, no natives, just get up to what you want.
Mm-hmm.
They should send Christians.
No natives? You're saying nobody to convert. That's selfish if they go up there.
Tell them there's brown kids. I think that's us.
Are you sure I've got so much more tunnel talk?
Oh, no, I'm kidding. That was just such a beautiful way to end it.
I mean, we could.
What's our time?
What is our time?
59.
59?
Oh, fuck. Go on then.
Well, okay. I'll
fill your boots.
Well,
Chuck us a beer.
We don't have to necessarily fill them.
3/4 of your boots. See, that sounds way dumber.
Okay. I've got an Arnold Dix stinger I've been working on. I'm not going to present to you this week, but I think it's going to be a fucking banger.
Did you develop this by working out to the Arthur Dix speech over and over and over
May
again?
have been part of it. Look, I think both of what I have here are deep dives.
Are they all sci-fi?
No, one's historic and one is current, but in China. One's historic and British, like so there's the very first subaqueous tunnel, and another one is like modern day tunnels in Xinjiang, I think it's called.
Do that one.
Okay, the West Tian Shan super long tunnel. in the western Xinjiang region of China. This is where the Uyghur Muslims are being
housed.
Depends who you ask. Exactly.
If you ask John Cena, he says they're fine.
Yeah, does he? He's got to say all kinds of wild Chinese shit, right?
Yeah, he got in trouble, bro, and then he came out with a like, Ni hao ma shiwa. And like,
yeah, I saw that video.
Bro.
Yeah.
Vince can make you do stuff.
They sure can.
So the Uyghurs, though, are kept there. Ooh.
Yeah, so there's it's a massive territory, like it's bigger than India. That's and it's
wow.
The conflict there has been going since 1949. Initially battles, but more recently asymmetric warfare. But it's against like a totalitarian state, so they don't fuck around. It's very hard to know exactly what's going on. Chinese state media is incredibly tight. The other people on the other side of the conflict is like the Taliban and Islamic Jihad and shit. Like, it's those kind of boys. What's generally accepted is the Chinese government have imprisoned over 1 million Uyghurs without trial, and that there is some kind of forced labor.
Oh, yeah. There's like all sorts of weird, crazy stories.
So I would argue that no trial plus forced labor is slavery, right?
But there's like real twisted fucking evil conspiracies coming out about that place.
I mean, them imprisoning and enslaving 1 million guys based on their ethnicity and religion I don't need worse stuff than that. Like, that's already kind of
I
right
won't
at
say
the upper
anything
end.
until we're off here.
Okay, they outlaw certain Islamic customs there. I don't know exactly which ones. It's hard to get into.
What, like you have to eat pork?
No, they're trying to like that kind of stuff. Like
we put
not necessarily that.
We rub bacon on the street and say
they've been bulldozing mosques and removing Arabic architecture. I don't know if you've seen. You might have told me about this months and months ago, but I ended up looking into it, and you can see like time lapse data from satellite images where you know that like iconic Arabic like swell at the bottom going up to like a point, like a cream puff or something. You know, like with the little tip on it.
Yes.
They like getting rid of all those and making them not look like that anymore. Like that's like I saw examples of over 2,000 buildings over the course of a few years that had that happen.
I remember telling you about the more insane side of this, and you said, I think if you were to dial it back, it's probably real. Yeah. Like, we didn't disagree or anything, but we did talk about this. That's insane, though, so it's next to some weird, crazy tunnel thing.
So the tunnel itself, besides the 1 million Uyghurs...
just a sec. They should fucking do something about that.
Yeah.
Back to the tunnels.
Yeah. I mean, it's very tough to do something about stuff that's allegedly happening in a totalitarian state.
Yeah, but like...
what do you do there?
Just
and
tell
the guys,
everyone?
Well, it's interesting because China's in a holy war. Like, certainly the guys fighting back against China as they move into Xinjiang, they are fighting a holy war. And China's like... is not really religious. And the religion that they do have isn't unified. It's like... it's quite a spread. But they're in a holy war and it's a totalitarian state. Bam! Lock up 1 million of you Uyghurs.
Fuck me.
The tunnels! It's hard to get to the bottom of it because Western journalists aren't interested in Chinese tunnels. And I didn't spend the time having it translated. But the West Tianshan super long tunnel is 15 kilometers long, but it goes through active faults and it goes under a glacier. This is the first time that this has happened. Not through a glacier, mind you, but under a glacier.
That's gangster.
Yeah, I believe it's the first time. And it's still a sick, like, long tunnel, and in the face of massive sanctions as well. Because the world basically doesn't like what's happening there. They're like, I saw pictures of it. Where the place itself is so beautiful. It's massive and just staggeringly beautiful. And apparently about to be full of sick tunnels to enable like Central Asian trade.
Wow. There's so many things wrong with this episode.
It's been a weird one. Should we get the fuck out of here?
Yeah, but
yeah,
let's cool guy it and just walk slowly away.
Did
from
we
the
put a
explosion.
skateboard behind us? God damn it. Fuck!
Nah, but we can put skateboards all over the edits and stuff.
Okay, I'm going to leave it to you. That's been Tunnel Talk.
Fuck
It's
Tim
been
Pool.
Tunnel Talk. I don't want to hear the segments prior. I just want to hear the tunneling part. In my heart I have but one desire. An underground tube, the dank and the